Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I hope you're all okay and you've had a good week so far. You've been able to fit in some crafting for those of you who work, and for those of you who don't, you lucky people. I'm sure you've been fitting in a lot of crafting and I'm very envious. Anyway, today I'm going to do another episode in the Making Ephemera series. I'm using up scraps and I'm doing them, the pieces, some of them are going to be themed, some won't be themed, so we just play it by ear at the time. So today I'm making what I call messy circle clusters, and they are going to be a mixture of paper and material, lace and that sort of thing, and eyelash trim. Anything really, anything goes. So I've already made this one as an example, so I just cut out a big circle and I've layered it up with a smaller circle, which is in Edith Holden handwriting paper. I stamped the bigger outer circle and stenciled it, and then I've stuck on some eyelash trim and various layers of very fine snippets, really snippets of material, of organza, of this tulle, I think that's what it's called. I've got a box of snippets, and of course it wouldn't be a little cluster without some eyelash trim, so I've got two different ones here. I've got this lovely bronzy coloured one and this well, it's not cream, it's sort of a beige colour. It's actually this one here. So that is it, and I'm using up some of my small Tim Holtz snippets and scraps of paper. So that's an example of what we're going to make. So I've cut some circles out already, various sizes. They don't have to be circles, they could be anything you like. It just adds a bit of interest to your page, whatever you're, you know, whether you're making a journal or a file folder, whatever you're doing, folio, anything, it adds a bit of interest. So let's get started. I don't want to take too long because you know how slow I can be. So we'll do these three large ones first. So let's take this one. Let's take the glue book. So using it for stenciling on. So I'm using Vintage Photo Distress ink, and I'm going to distress all the way around these, and we'll do this one. I'm using up scraps of card and paper and all sorts of things. So I'm going to do some stenciling on this now. So I have my VersaFine sepia here, vintage sepia, and I'm just going to go over here with this script stencil stamp. Sorry, that's a stamp, this is a stencil. And then I'm going to just stencil a little bit on using this sepia, and I'm just going to stencil a little bit on one side just to give it some interest. You can just see that there, and then we will turn it round and we'll do a bit this side, and we'll do that one a little bit darker, like so. Okay, so then we're going to put this on, and we're going to take the script, we're just going to use that for the top one. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So I'm now going to glue one on top of the other. It doesn't matter which way up they are, because the script, well, we'll have it up that way because the script is up that way, but the other doesn't matter, the underneath one. So we're going to do this in, well, I've kind of picked neutral colours, so we'll pick some neutral coloured eyelash trim, I think. Oh, just saved all my snippets from falling down on the floor. So these are some of my eyelash trims. I have got some others. So some nice sparkly cream. So we'll take some of that. What else should we have? Let's see. I've got some nice dark, like a cocoa brown, which is very lovely. So we'll take that and we're going to glue that. I'm going to use Beacon 3-in-1 and I'm just going to put a circle around there like that, and I'm going to glue it behind, arrange it sort of, and then I want that to come out, so I want some of that showing down there. This is where it gets very sticky, and I'm just going to, and it doesn't have to be in the center, I'm going to arrange that on top like that. Okay, all right. I like my eyelash trim to be all dangly and, you know, sticky outy and all that. So then we do a bit of collage on here. So we've got, so it'll be tiny collage. So we've got some dictionary page. So we take a piece of that, take the straight edge off, and I'm going to just quickly distress around the edge like so. So I have that. And what else should we have? We will have, well, as we've got dark brown, we'll have a bit of this lovely dark brown craft coloured paper with script on, script handwriting like so. Before we put those down, having a craft a lunch now. I've got a bag of scraps here, various colours and bits and bobs, so we will find some kind of neutrals, I think. Now we've got some of this, we can have a bit of this on here, on this one. I'm just going to cut into that. I don't like it to be all squared off. So we could have that. Just have a bit of interest. And what else should we have? This is quite a nice colour. So put that down like so. Just take that edge off. Okay, right. We've got some lace. Let's have a bit of lace. We've got some scraps of lace here. Like so. That'd be quite nice. So that's kind of the idea. Then I want to kind of layer up these. But it's a matter of arranging them so that, you know, the bits you want on show up. So yeah, so maybe like this. Don't think that crochet trim is quite right. I want something a bit finer than that. This is quite pretty. It's very iridescent. Could have a bit of that. I don't want too much. So do that. I think we'll tear that down. That there, kind of like that. And then we get some snippety things out. So let's see, let's ink round this. I like these little pieces, butterflies and a little bit of writing on, kind of like that. and then I want to layer that up with a label. Let's see what we've got in here. So it's kind of like that. This is where my fingers start sticking to everything, so I'm just going to hold that up and see what I think. Yeah, I quite like that. It's got quite a bit of interest on it. You can see through some of the material. Got the eyelash trim going everywhere. Don't know if I want that label though, that's the only thing. So I'm just going to have a quick look, see what else there is in here. Maybe a little 50 cents is nice, but I just want to see whether the colours go. I think that looks quite nice actually. So I'm going to make that one up. Okay, so we just take these layers off. Okay, so I'm going to use Beacon 3-in-1. Just put a little bit down here. Put this down like that. Put a bit more up here. And that can go there. Put a bit more there. So kind of have that there. And then glitter glue. And we have that one. Actually, we'll have that one there, I think. And this one, we'll have that underneath there like so. Just ink round this because there is some white, like so. And see what this looks like, whether we need to put anything else on it at all. So there we have another one. Now when you use them on the page, whatever you're putting them into, you can actually add things to them then. So I think that would be quite nice. So that's another one. Okay, so let's take this one and we will ink round these circles. Now you don't have to make these circles out of plain card like this. You can make them out of anything at all. Bits of scrapbook paper. Just looking for the stencil now. I've put that somewhere already. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I just want to put a little bit of an overlay on here. So just excuse me one moment while I shut the door. Sorry about that. I think my husband's having a Skype call with his dad in Ireland, so I'm sure you don't want to hear all that. Okay, so once again, I'm going to look for something to go behind here. Now it doesn't have to be eyelash trim. We could use some of this. I don't know if it's, I think it's tulle, because I think this is what makes the underskirt things like, you know, ballerina dresses. And I mean, I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, please by all means let me know, because I don't know how to say the word either. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. So we've got that, and keep going back to this. We've got some lovely, a bit of lovely ribbon here. This is sort of not quite organza. I don't really know what that is. I'd like a piece of that. Some of it you can rip, some of it you can't. It just doesn't work. So that would make a nice cluster on its own, actually. We could maybe have that there. So we could have that sticking out. And that, maybe that kind of sticking out. That would be quite nice. Now, I don't want to spend too long. Oh, this is nice. We could have a piece of that, so we'll snip that in half. Don't think I have got some new eyelash trim. Well, I say new, I've had it now a couple of months. I've put it somewhere. But it's probably in my trolley, so I've probably earmarked it for use in the altered book. I think it was autumnal colours, so we'll do this one in autumnal colours, I think. So what else can we use? Just looking to see if I've got some nice fine lace, really. But this, so this will be all very beige, won't it? Very creamy, beigey, plain. Oh, look at this. That's nice with the stars on. We could use that. So what we might do is, I think this one, we're going to stick this so that it comes out. So we just need to put some of that round there. Keep putting the lid on, because otherwise it just explodes. Put that there, and then a little bit more on. Put this eyelash trim on, kind of behind, like that. Then we will use this. And stick that. I'm going to stick that down the bottom this time, like so. Okay, oh, sticking to it now. And then we had, let's see if we can do this with the art glitter. We just want a piece of that over here, I think. And I think we want that kind of under there, maybe sticking out would be quite nice. Okay, then we've got this. So let's stick that on. I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to think too much about this. I'm just going to go with the flow, whatever I fancy. So I'm going to put that there like so, and then I think maybe we'll put a nice one of these flowers. We'll take perhaps a greeny coloured one, and maybe we'll, no, those colours do not go. Not at all. I don't think there are any different, actually. Some have got pearls, some haven't. I guess that's so that you can maybe put your own on. No, I don't like that. So we won't use those. So let's have a look in here, in the snippets. Ooh. A look and see if I've got anything else in my little pot of odds and ends. that never ever seems to go away, because I just add to it and add to it, take things out, put them away, and then add to it again. So we've got a sticker there, butterfly. Don't know how well that would stick on now. We've got another circle there. I thought I had something nice to stick on here. Got one of those, but they all look a bit pale in comparison, don't they? So let's see. Thought I had some other little, back up there. So I've got this butterfly. We could have that. And we could have a Tracy Fox label, because we can pick a brown one out of here, which I think would go better. Oh, there's one of Tim Holt's snippets. That's nice, I like that, but I don't like that butterfly. So, we don't want anything else out of there, I don't think. Just getting the bling box out. So I'm thinking, as we've got bling in the stars, that maybe we could put something nice on with that label. I'm thinking. Let's see. I forget what I have, you know. Not that I've got so much, you know, not boasting or anything. Just that it's sometimes hard to see what's in the box. But I do like keeping them in these boxes. So I have these little flowers. No, I don't like that. Nothing in there that really actually grabs me. These, so let's see, this was in an order. It's, you know, sometimes you get little extra things, odds and ends. I have got some cream coloured bows. Actually, those are not the right colour, so I've just left them in that bag. I have to have a sort out, as you know. Yes, that's not a good idea. Right, what can we use to put on there? Okay, I'm just standing up because I have a jar. I have a jar with some flowers in. I'm just wondering if I've got anything at all that would look better on here, whether the stars really are enough. So I've got these little flowers. It's kind of star shaped, isn't it? Right, that was in a bag. That the only reason I'm rustling that is because it's a little bag that I picked up in a charity shop. That's too big. And sometimes people just put things in little bags, and or the shop do, and they just randomly sell them. I really would rather have a cream bow, if anything. I have one here, but it looks like it's unravelling. Try a different one. So that would be quite nice, I think. Or maybe we just have a bow on there. Yeah, I've kind of made it a bit difficult, I think, for myself. So if we have a bow there on that one, we won't have the label. That's kind of queering the pitch. And then I will just put just maybe a little pearl on there like that, I think. My hands are very gluey now. It's this is the culprit. I'm just gonna stick that on over here like that. Everything's falling down in the background. Just gonna put a tiny, it says, it doesn't know the word tiny. Oh, I need one of those special tools that you use to pick up and put on these little things. So that's one there. Now that's quite a fun little one. Where's my, just going to use that. I can get that excess glue off at the end. I wanted that. I wanted it in the middle. It doesn't want to stay on here at all. Actually, I think I will put two on. Two on. There, that's better. Okay, so that's another one. It's very different to the others. And then, as I say, when it goes in wherever you're going to use it, you could put a word on it, something like that. Okay, let's get going with the others. That one took too long, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so for this one, let's find something different to use. I've got these fibres, so they'd be quite nice. You can actually untwist them, but I don't know if I'm able to do that with my gluey hands. So, I mean, that's another colour scheme. Oh, here's some nice eyelash trim. This has got a longer eyelash bit on it. That would be nice. We'll put that there for a minute, and then we will find something different. Okay, here's a nice piece of lace. That's nice. So we've got that. We'll use this little label and we will find, I don't know, I might use a mushroom. Might use a mushroom for this one. let's use a bit of this. And just something a bit brighter now to give it some oomph, maybe. Got some green here, that'd be quite nice. All these snippety things are sticking together. Got some fibres. I think we will just cut that in half. Oh, I love this. This is, well, I think it's called cheesecloth, but I just love it. I love it. That's nice. And there's a nice tiny bit of coffee coloured lace there. That's nice. See, this is full of just snippets, really. It's all I can say they're called. I was just looking for something a bit greener, but the greens I have in here are not really suitable. Except this is, if I could perhaps unravel some of this, because this is actually well, I think it's sari, not seam binding, but that's a lovely colour. That is. So let's take some of that. Right, okay. Oh, I've got a lot of tidying up to do, so I have to really stretch that out. Okay. Now I've also got scraps of paper here, so it would be nice if we had a bit of music maybe on here. Something like that. And I've also got, what else have I got here? I have also got, I did have some very fine paper, but it just seemed to have disappeared into this pile. And I thought I won't get too much out, because then, you know, you don't get into too much of a muddle. And I seem to manage to get into a muddle regardless of how careful I am. Ah, here it is. This is this lovely paper. So I'm going to use some of that as well. But it's got a shiny-ish side and a dullish side, so it's waxy. Okay, right, so maybe we'll put that sticking out of there like that. And what else? Wonder whether we can have that down there. Well, that just looks a bit silly. that. Ooh. Something like that, which I think is quite nice. Right, okay, right, let's just ink round this mushroom. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of art glitter on here. I will have to turn that up the other way because I can see that the script is up that way, otherwise it would have been upside down. Not that I don't think it matters too much, because you're not really going to see that much of it, except that I kind of know it's there. Just wondering whether to put this lace coming out of here. No, I don't like that. Okay, that's better. Oh dear. It's all going a bit pear-shaped. We won't use that. We'll try and use the art glitter as its only lace. It's all going a bit Pete Tong, as they say. I've got fibres everywhere stuck to me, and so that is going on there like that. You can see through that paper. Okay, and then let's see, what about if we have that there? I just want to check how it looks. I don't know how those fibres are going to stay down. Or whether maybe they go on first. And then we'll just take a bit of that off. It's too white, too plain. That there, like so. This has a right and a wrong side too, and I'm not really sure which is which. I don't think it matters too much. I think we'll use those on the next one. Why did I start this? Why? I told you I'm just going with the flow. Making a mess. I'm making a mess. You don't see much of the circles, but it doesn't matter too much because I know it's all there, and I don't know, I still think it adds to it because you can see it through that paper. So we have a very messy one there. Okay, we'll leave that one there. Oh dear. Right, I think we're just going to make one more. I think I'm a bit too ambitious with those. We make one more, and this time we've got triple circles. So okay, so we'll just stencil this one. I think, oh, everything's stuck to the stencil as well. And I like this one, I really do. Oh, it's very pretty. And we're going to have that there. I just have a hint of something on that, I think. And then thought we'd have two on here, so okay. And I think with this one, it doesn't, to get rid of this glue off my hands. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this tulle that everything's stuck to anyway. And we're going to put some of that behind there this time. And then I had some lovely piece of what I said was called cheesecloth, which I would quite like to use a piece of that on here. See if I'm ripping it down the right. No, it has an angle, a direction, it seems. Can't rip it at all. How strange. Okay, so we're going to have that there and that there. You probably can't see this very well. It's difficult to see this tulle and this. So we'll have those. And maybe we'll have a bit of string. Oh, it doesn't like it. Oh dear me. Right, I'm getting a bit sort of, you know, agitated now. Right. Okay, let's stick this down. So I'm going to use art glitter because it's a very light piece of fabric. And I want it to sort of stick out. Okay. It's not even stuck down. Okay, so I can't even see it very well myself. And oh, we've got some of this. We like this. Okay. See what that looks like. Yes, that's nice. Sticking that one. Just trim it off, I think. It will fray on its own. It doesn't need, oh, everything's coming off now. I was going to say it doesn't need much help from me to do that. Now, so I'm going to stick this down. Like that. Okay. And then I'd quite like to put some of this on. It's rolled itself back up again. Maybe we have that underneath this one, like so. I kind of went into this not really knowing what I was doing, apart from I made that first one, and I still don't think I really know what I'm doing, to be honest. And I'm sure you can tell that. Let's get that down on here, like so, so that keeps that pinned down. Okay. Oh dear. What else can we have on here now? I want something really to kind of pop. I don't like things just stuck across like that. I don't know why. It just seems a bit, I don't know, contrived. Maybe we'll have that there, and actually what we'll do is we will find a bit of straw paper. So I love the colour of this. I'll put that there, and we will have a bit of this. And how about a bit of this nice coffee paper, kind of here like this. I'm not taking those, I take the edge off here, but I like that one, but I want to leave the other one on because I like the colour of it. Ah, right, so if we can try that, don't think it's You can really ink around this very easily. I just ink on my fingers. And then we can have something nice to go on here. So I'm going to put these down. Like so, and then that. Let's see what we've got. These are all of these snippets, Tim Holtz snippets, are all a bit dull, I think, these flowers. That one's quite bright, so we could stick that one down. Let's see if I've got anything else. So I wanted to just use up some of these, to be quite honest. It's quite nice. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. I think we'll go with that one. Okay, and we'll see. They seem to be never ending. I seem to use them all the time and they just seem never ending. Very fiddly indeed. I don't like that. What about, I don't think we've got anything smaller. I mean, that's a bit big in a way. That's not the right colour. Okay, let's bring these back in. We've got some ones that are very tiny because I printed them out really small. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. I like that. I think we'll go with that one. Okay, let's ink. These are a funny grey. That's why they look dull, because they've been printed on a sort of a grey card. But it's white, it looks white on the back, so I don't really know what the story is with that. What's the story? Chakanori. No, it's actually, what's the story? Oh, there was a children's TV programme on. It used to be set on a Scottish island. Tobermory or something like that it was called. Very pretty little place it was. So we've got that, that and that. Now, do we want to add anything else onto this at the moment? I kind of want to put something up there, but I like the pattern on there. I'll just take that excess glue off. I quite like that, the way that's turned out. Right, okay. Let's move everything away. Let's pin the glue. Okay. Got a lot of tidying up to do, I think, before I can finish. Well, the first thing I shall do is wash my hands. So let me bring them back in. So I'm just going to bring this paper back in. Put the glues away. Okay, so I don't know what you're going to think of these. So we have some snippet circles, I'm going to call them messy snippet circles. And we've actually managed to make I was wondering whether to tuck that bit in behind there, like that's better. So we've managed to make 5, probably took me 3 hours when I look back at the camera. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. They are straightforward, they are okay. It just takes me a bit of time to choose things, really, to be honest. Even though I get stuff out, I still debate on what to use, and they can all be further embellished when you use them. And I haven't made them with any particular theme, really. I kind of went for neutral colours so that they fit in most things. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked it. And, you know, I am still learning. I think I should be learning till the day I die, to be quite honest. So I hope you liked it, and I will see you all soon. So take care, everyone. Bye.